Multnomah County investigators arrested a man accused of breaking into homes and stealing Christmas presents last holiday season. They're sharing videos of multiple burglaries, asking any potential victims to come forward. Fox 12's Julia Lopez has the story.
Families across North and Northeast Portland watched as Christmas gifts were stolen right from their homes. Now investigators have identified a man they've called the Grinch and are asking other victims to come forward.
3 separate homeowners, 7 people total.
All burglarized during the holidays. Each incident was caught on camera and looked like this. The suspect pulls out a gun, kicks down the door, and walks out with as many presents as he can carry. This video was posted to social media and got the attention of the Multnomah County District Attorney's Burglary Task Force lead, Alexander Garcia.
I saw it and I thought, no, this has to stop, right? No one should be stealing someone's Christmas presents with a firearm in their hand, but let alone 5 days before Christmas.
In multiple homes, the suspect walked through children's bedrooms, taking in total about $20,000 worth of stolen items.
They felt violated. They come home, they find that they're either watching it on surveillance as it's happening, or they come home and they see their drawers open, things rifled through, things stolen, jewelry, passports, family photos were stolen. And that is an invasion of their personal safety, but also their children's safety.
During their investigation, the task force tied their Grinch to this car burglary at Midas Auto on Northeast Halsey.
Essentially scaled down from a skylight that he broke in the roof, entering the vehicle, stealing the keys, and then ramming that vehicle through a Midas gate.
He says the Grinch left his face uncovered. The task force arrested 39-year-old Alan Easley, who has been indicted on 7 felonies and awaits a potential trial. He's previously been convicted of several property crimes in Oregon and Washington.
Burglary needs to stop. It is happening each and every night, every day.
If you recognize the suspect or if you're a victim, contact investigators at the email on our mobile app. Reporting from Northeast Portland, Julia Lopez, Fox 12 Oregon.